Other interesting cultural news: you have the Olympics allowed a child abuser to compete. Try to keep this moderately family friendly. Um, they did the most heinous thing in the world you can do to a child. And the Olympics, which given the culture of the Olympics these days, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised they allowed this individual to compete. Which, in terms of the death penalty, in terms of legal, what the judges should be allowed to give, yeah, this person should not be allowed to be alive. The judge should have had the option. Again, this person's from a different country. I'm not sure their legal system if they push for the death penalty, but some areas in the world like Florida, they have some good ideas in terms of if you abuse a child, they're given the option. I believe Florida and Tennessee and I think Texas. There are a couple states where they're giving the judge. Again, it's not required, but the judges have the option to put that forth as a punishment. And this should be going more viral. It's really didn't get a lot of press attention, partially because the Olympics is endorsing, well, men beating the crap out of biological women in the boxing division, and their satanic, perverse Olympic opening. We had like a disgusting Papa Smurf, everyone in drag, and someone who had, again, cover your ears if you have trouble listening, his male body part, the ball, just slipped out. Had to be intentionally. That happened during the Olympic opening. It's a joke, and now it's turning. It was a joke, and then it turned evil. And again, this didn't really go viral on social media. It didn't get enough views, but regardless, I'm still going to cover it because I think it's important. Now, I've been following her for. I've actually seen her for a while, but I actually just gave her a follow. Her name is Margot, and on X Twitter she says, "quote Why isn't anyone again cover your ears if you have children listening because this is the darkest thing that could happen to someone." So Margot says, "Why isn't anyone talking about the Dutch child rapist in the Olympics? A literal child rapist from the Netherlands in the Olympics." And we'll also read the article from the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail says, quote, Dutch child rapist Steven van Dil Velde is booed by the crowd every time he serves and competes in Olympic volleyball Group B match. Article by the Daily Mail, James Reynolds, which I'll dive into in a minute, which, yeah, that's so disgusting. And this isn't one of those instances where, like, the United States has changed the laws, and again, every state is different, but a lot of states, the definition is, like, if you're within a year of each other, like, it used to be back in the day, you'd be charged, but most states, I think they call it the Romeo and Juliet or Romeo something like that. This is don't get no make no mistake. This is not one of those instances. This is a child. There's a huge delta in age. There's a yeah, as an adult who hurt a child, and this only got 3,000 views on X Twitter, with 55 likes. One of the first comments coming from Rob Trickle. It's a little highly effective. Was it a tree demolisher, like a saw that you put on top of a tree? I'm sure there's a very industry technical term for that. It's almost like one of those crushers that you put cans and random stuff in at the crusher with two wheels, but like that, but you put a tree in and you lower it down. You got 4 likes. Dennis says the Olympics have turned into Solomon Guerrero's games. Disgusting. Amanda the farmer says, aren't the Olympics just lovely? Game 1 like. Let's actually just pull up the actual article here. And again, this is by Nick Phage, who's right over there. And he hurt a 12-year-old British girl. Yeah, this is apparently how old was he at the time? They say that quote tears rang out at the Pack Stadium when a 29-year-old convicted attacker took Tassan to court at Champs de Mars under the Eiffel Tower. The 6 foot 6 inch Dutchman was in action in Italy's Alex Rodriguez Adrian Cabrera, which doubles blah blah blah. He was viewed again as he introduced the crowd for his Olympic debut. His teammates would go on to fall first hurdle, losing 2-1. The Italians. Let's see. Yeah, Van Del V was sentenced to 4 years in prison in 2016 after pleading guilty to taking advantage of a 12-year-old British girl when he was 19. Disgusting. He only got 4 years for that? Really? 4 years? That's it? That's a blink of an eye. And I bet it is this, in the United States, how do I say this eloquently? Prisoners do not permit those type of people to exist very long. Not many people would argue that's not a terrible thing when the United States doesn't have the death penalties in certain states. But I partially digress. They got 4 years for that. Really? Now they're giving them the privilege to compete in what used to be the most prestigious, event. There you can see him. A piece of shit. Pardon the French. Oh, yeah. How the? I mean, I guess we should be too surprised how should not be too surprised. Like really, I mean, less articulate today than usual. Let's just say something, which is a friendly reminder to click the subscribe button. When I first started the show, very little to no subscribers, but as I've slowly but surely increased the subscriber base, it's happened, I think, because every time I speak a little bit better, it's more eloquent, it's because there are a greater number of subscribers. So if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, human trash. Yeah, so they say, quote, the Dutchman traveled from Amsterdam to the UK and took advantage of the girl at a house in Malakines. Despite being told by a judge that his conviction was career-ending, he resumed playing volleyball after just serving 12 months of his 4-year sentence. What a disgusting. And he was selected for the Netherlands Olympic beach squad in June this year. His first match at the games did not go up by a start. He lost because he's a loser. I didn't say that, I did. Wow. So he only served 12. Jesus. And of course, he has wears those douchebag sunglasses too. Oh, that's pure evil. Talk about miscarriage of justice. That's ridiculous. Now they say there's apparently a petition that's been signed by 94,400 people trying to get him kicked out. There'd be billions of people signing that. Again, I don't know why this hasn't got more press attention. It should. Even more. I mean, even more disgusting than having a man. I mean, people thought the boxing issue was a big deal, and it is. You have a biological man beating the crap out of a biological woman. That's disgusting. This is even worse. This should be getting more coverage. Maybe let's go viral by the time this video is uploaded and rendered. This should be. Everyone on the planet should know that he is a human scum and never allow him to compete again. He shouldn't be allowed near volleyball, let alone a court. Well, he should actually perhaps spend a amount of time at a court of law, and they should give him a much more strict penalty, which is just disgusting. And I can't believe this didn't get more traction on social media. Again, hopefully it does in the future. And at this point, are you surprised how much of a joke and how disgusting Olympics has become this year? It is, again, one of the most morally vacuous things you could do. No, that isn't. I take it back. It's not one of. It is the most morally vacuous thing you could possibly do for a child. They let him compete. Disgusting. But well, I mean, and then let me know. Did you hear about this? I mean, I was late to the game when I heard about this, and I usually check X Twitter once a day. I'll check other social media for a couple minutes. But let me know, is this something that flew under your radar? Do you think it'll get more attention? Hopefully, maybe get a permanent life ban from every volleyball game on the planet, every volleyball association. Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button and tell your friends, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some direct feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.